Hey guys, Miss Tracy here, and we're here on Ark Survival Evolved, checking out the cloning chamber. So you can clone your dinos if you get this tech engram unlocked and make this gigantic machine. So, before we start, I'll show you the engram. Alright, here we go. You can craft it at a tech replicator, which you need to unlock the engram for to be able to use, and that also takes element to run. So you'll need the one element to run that machine, and then you'll also need 200 black pearls, 550 crystal, 100 element, 5,500 metal ingots, and 800 polymer. So it's pretty expensive, but it is huge. So it makes sense that it takes a lot of materials. So let's go ahead and get started here. Hellboy here. He was a 150 when we found him. Now he's a 297. And he can't breathe, these guys, so I'm going to go ahead and try to clone him. Now I've got a tech generator back here. Powered with element. And then I up the range on this here. We're about 5.2, and then if you do that, you can see how far it goes out. I just made it big enough to actually cover this. Now we've got the element shards in there. I've done the math. I believe this is enough element for this dino. There's a calculator on the wiki I recommend because you don't want to have the wrong amount. Now also, side note, the generator here runs off of element or element shards. And if you put both in there, when it switches from one to the other, it'll shut off for like 10 seconds. And if this generator goes off at all during the cloning process, not only will you lose all the shards that you put in here to clone him, I do believe you can even lose the dino that you have cloning. So do not let the power go off on this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Hold Y, clone Hellboy. Oh, it tells me exactly how many shards it's going to take. Look at that. Okay, so I have 19,000 in there. And you get those from actual element. Here we go. Looks like we got 2 hours. Look at that. That looks so cool. Let's do that. Cool. Well, there's an option to ride, and I don't want to mess with that. So I'm just going to let this countdown go. When it gets close, I'll come back. So the engram to make this is unlocked by beating the Dragon, Manticore, or Rockwell on hard difficulties, the alpha version. You can clone dang near anything, except the Titanosaur doesn't fit, and certain dinos that are like too high of a level will take too many element shards to actually clone, and you can only fit 48,000, I believe, in this inventory. Also, it has to have a lower level than 450, so a lot of people don't have dinos that high anyway, but in case you do, if it's level 450 or higher, you won't be able to clone it. When you clone a creature, you won't get its imprinting, so if you have an imprinted dino, that actually won't transfer through the clone. Though if you spay or neuter it, the clone will be spayed or neutered. I think we're about ready. Oh, here we go. I don't know what's going to happen. I've never done this. Ooh. What? Look at that. Super cool. Alright, so let's check out their stats. This is the original Hellboy. You can tell because he's got random crap in his inventory. Whoa. Okay, so look, he's 224 here. This cloned him at what he tamed at. He was a perfect tame, 150, so we got him a 224. So I guess if you wanted to start over with putting stats on your dino, this would be a way to do it. Yeah, he's already leveling up. Cool. Alright, so fly him. Basically the same dino. I wonder if you can take the word clone off of there. Alright, let's try that. Oh, yeah, it still says clone. Interesting. So I guess if we wanted, we can ride around on the clone, and if we happen to lose the clone, we can just clone Hellboy again. Sweet. Well, this will work really well if you tame a creature with a tribe mate and neither of you can decide who gets to actually keep the tame. You can just clone it. It is super expensive, and you get those element shards by turning element into element shards in the generator here. I'm sorry, replicator. So right there. Every one element will give you 100 element shards. So this works really well for dinos that you can't breed, like the griffin. It'll also work on rock drakes, the rock golem elementals, wyverns, snakes, mantises, moths, scorpions, and all the other bugs, the dung beetles and Arthropleura, spiders, and even the basilisk. All right, well, that's all the information I have on this for you guys today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Of course, I would appreciate it if you have a second to subscribe. At least give it a like and whatnot if you can, and we'll see you guys next time.